Welcome to Morning Glory Farmstead. My name is Lolly, and this channel is all about gardening, animals, and nature. Oh, you guys, we have got absolutely blue, flawless skies today. Is that not gorgeous? That's what I'm talking about, you guys. Pops came over to help mow the lawn, and George is all excited. Well, I opened the new bag of sunflower seeds and walked off for a second and didn't balance it right, and somebody got into the buffet. It is breezy with a high of 76 today, so we're just enjoying this before the summer heat gets here, you guys. These are the days. Just a reminder, if you guys are thinking about purchasing a GREENSTALK or any of their supplies or items, check out my link and my code LOLLY10 in the description box to get 10 bucks off. All right, y'all, today I'm going to do something I haven't done before with my GREENSTALKs, and that is plant flowers in them. I've always dedicated them to food, but this time I'm adding the element of beauty. And not only are these flowers going to be beautiful, they're going to attract hummingbirds and butterflies, both of which I absolutely adore. So we know that they're going to attract pollinators of all sorts, but these wildflowers are specific to hummingbirds and butterflies. Now, for those of you who haven't seen my video where I said I was going to name my GREENSTALKs, well, I am. I went through a whole lot of combinations of the words butterfly and hummingbird. Y'all, I came up with some crazy stuff, but the one that I think I'm gonna choose is humbutter. All right, so we've got the box stock for my chickens and humbutter for the hummingbird and butterfly GREENSTALK. I was trying to decide which tiers to use, and I think I'm just going to use some leaf tiers and use the ones that have some of the giant noble spinach that is starting to look a little bit less than. I have some that are yellow and they're not looking so hot, so I think I'm just going to clean those out and use those for the humbutter. So what that means is once I get all the giant noble spinach out and a lot of the roots, I'm going to fill it back up in a minute with the potting mix that I've already made myself. All right, so this one looks like a good one to use. And I think I'll grab a couple of those over there as well. I'm hoping to have about 5 tiers. And what I'm going to do so that I don't waste anything is give anything that still looks pretty good to the chickens. But for now, I'll just pile them up. So because I only planted the giant noble spinach in a couple pockets in each tier, there is tons of potting mix left. It looks really good and it hasn't even settled down that much. So I'm not gonna have to add a ton of potting mix, which is great because that's gonna make it go even farther. You can see how good this looks. I am so pleased. I'm just gonna dig up the soil some with my gloves and maybe my wooden spoon just to make sure that it's not too compact so that the new roots don't have a difficult time growing. You guys hear me say it all the time. This won't be the last time. I don't get anything done fast around here because I've always got a bunch of helpers. Y'all, I haven't talked about this before, but when my dogs are outside and I have to give them the water from the hose, it really makes me sad, and I don't like to do it. When they're inside, they actually drink water from the Berkey, and y'all may think that's extreme, but they've got bodies just like ours that have to process things, and it's much easier on their bodies and their kidneys and everything else just like it is ours. And so I've got a big old Berkey inside the house, and all my cats and dogs drink filtered water. I don't know if y'all have thought about that before, but you know, we don't even like to put this water on our plants. We prefer the rain. So I definitely don't like my dogs and cats drinking from the tap or this hose. But anyway, I do have a link in the description box for the Berkey if y'all are interested. I'll do a demonstration on it sometime just in case there's some of you that haven't seen it. I know it's a pretty well-known household name at this point, but I'll still do a demo and just kind of show you what it's about just in case there's some of you that haven't heard of one before. In case y'all haven't noticed, Fitzy doesn't really like to leave my side. He is with me almost all the time, and in the house, he's definitely with me all the time. He never leaves my side. If I get up and go to the bathroom, he's watching me to see where I'm going. He's always underfoot. So just so y'all know, we're pretty tight-knit. So when the other dogs come up, I give them some love and things like that, and it may not look like I'm always giving it to Fitzy, but that's because he never leaves my side, and he gets a lot. Y'all, as big as those spinach roots are, that does not compare to the kale. All right, I've got 5 tiers ready to go, and now all I need to do is add some of the potting mix that I made, wet it really good, and I think I'm gonna add the seeds after I wet it. Y'all, if I had to pull that anymore, I would have needed somebody to put some plastic wheels on me and pull me. Woo, there is no shortage of love around these parts. Okay, I know I sound like a broken record, but y'all gotta fill each pocket all the way to the top, but don't fill the center of the tier too much or the water tray's not gonna fit, and then your tiers won't fit together like a puzzle. So let me give you a close-up of what it's supposed to look like again. All right, so there's before, and it hadn't even been sprayed yet, okay? So that's gonna really settle down. You see how it's not all the way to the top? Then you've got these, okay? They're filled to the top. That way, if they settle down a little bit, we're still good. And again, I'm super pleased because it only took a couple handfuls of the potting mix that I made, so it's gonna go a long way. Okay guys, let me show you what I'm gonna plant. I got these on Amazon. These are by Mountain Valley Seed. They are for hummingbirds and butterflies, and they have 80,000 seeds in this packet. It has a variety of 23 types of perennials and annuals, and that seemed to be what all of the different hummingbird and butterfly packages came with. The main difference was the number of seeds. I saw some packs for like 20,000 seeds, 50,000 seeds, and I know that that sounds like a ton, and I guess it is, but it's really not a big bag, so don't be fooled by the number. It depends on how much you want to grow in your garden. If you have a really large area, I would definitely go with the pack of 80,000 as opposed to 20,000. Now they definitely had some that were cheaper. I think this one was around 17 bucks if I'm remembering correctly, but they had some for like $9.99 and things like that. Now it recommends mixing these with sand and putting them in a shaker, and that way you get a more even distribution because the seeds really are all different sizes, but I'm not going to do that. I don't really have a shaker that's appropriate or that will actually allow the bigger seeds to come out, so I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm going to throw them in there and hope for the best. I'll link those seeds in the description box, and you guys can just kind of check them out and see if you like those or a different kind. Guys, check out those seeds. You can see the variety. This is exciting. So all I'm doing is sprinkling them on the top of each pocket and then working them in with my fingers so that they don't fly away, or so that when I water them, they don't just wash right over the top. right, so that went really well, and I have a lot left, so I think I'm gonna plant some in a different area as well. But I am so excited to add this element to the GREENSTALK patio of not just food, but also something absolutely beautiful and colorful to look at. And you guys know that I have hummingbirds on the mind. I'm really trying to do more intentional things to attract them. I always have them every year, and it's almost that time, but I just want to give them a few more special areas on my property this year. All right, so now I'm gonna get busy watering everything, and in the next video, I'll kind of show you guys what's popping up everywhere. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you are busy growing something special and beautiful in your garden, even if it's just tiny. Doesn't matter if it's one pot or a huge area. Grow something that's gonna bring you joy every time you look at it. I'll see you real soon in the next video, and until then, y'all have a great couple of days. Bye-bye.